Do me a quick favor, everyone. Listen, invite a friend, right? Invite a prospect, invite a sister, invite a cousin, invite someone to this call right now who needs to hear this life changing information that we are about to get into tonight. Because listen, what I'm about to share with you guys has changed so many lives, including my own. So listen, take notes, right? Because at the end of this call, I want you guys to be able to ask questions, all right? So do me a favor, go ahead and text that link out to at least two people who you love, who you know you want to see level up in 2026, who you know you want to see in a better financial position in 2026, and anyone who you know have been left behind and now it's time for them to catch up, all right? So without further ado, listen, we are not going to keep you guys long because we understand time is money, right? It's Friday, and I'm sure everybody is ready to get outside, okay? So we're going to go ahead and jump right into this presentation, y'all. The name of this call is Make Digital Money, right? Take your financial future to the next level, y'all. That is something that I've been able to do, and you guys are going to hear a little bit more about that when we get into this call, all right? But listen, this first queen that I am about to bring up, y'all, when I say trendsetter, okay? Trendsetter. She goes by the name of Meek Mill, y'all. She is the CEO of Just Meek Extensions. She's a beauty and wig instructor. She's a small business mentor. Listen, y'all, she has worked with countless amount of celebrities, including Cardi B, y'all. When I met her over 10 years ago, when she walked into my boutique, y'all, she was already a hustler. That girl was selling. Y'all remember when TLC had the little flat tummy tea, y'all? She came in there, she sold me some flat tummy tea. She bought some clothes, and she was a supportive goal getter from the moment that we've connected. And I am so grateful that God has connected me with this lady, y'all. She is a digital product advisor. She is a PhD candidate, y'all. So y'all call her Dr. Meek Mill, okay? She is a regional sales director in this amazing company. She's a keynote speaker, all right? And if you guys want to know a little bit more about her, you can follow this queen yourself on social media at Meek Mill. But listen, I am not going to tell y'all no more about this queen. I am going to let her come up here and tell you her own story. So without further ado, Miss Meek Mill, are you there, queen?
Hello, everyone. Yes, I am here. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much, guys, for being on this call. But first, I really have to give it back to you, Miss Jasmine Baker. Thank you so much for that phenomenal introduction. And I must say, guys, I would not be where I am today if it wasn't for her bringing this opportunity to me and sharing this with me. And I want to just give all of the glory back to God for having us all come to this call tonight and collectively celebrate together. So, thank you guys so much for joining. I want to start off by telling you guys a little bit about who I am and where I'm from, right? I know she'll probably pull the screen back up in 1 second, but my name is Meek Mill, like Jasmine shared with you guys. I am from the city of Chicago, okay? I don't know if you guys know, but being from Chicago, it's not always the glitz and glamour, right? I grew up from very humble beginnings. I remember having rats and roaches growing up, and I never thought that I'd make it to the point where I was, just a year and a half ago, where I was actually having a thriving wig company, and I was actually working with countless amounts of celebrities. I was making at least 10, 20, $30,000 a month, guys. And I want to share with you guys that yes, I had it going on. As much as I thought I had it going on, guys, guess what wasn't in order? My financial house. I struggled so much financially that I didn't even know that I was struggling. It wasn't until one time where I realized that I was using my personal business credit card to actually fund my business that I knew that I needed help. I was flying my friends out. We were taking numerous amounts of trips, buying Chanel bags, but I didn't just understand financial literacy. No one else in my family knew. I was the only business owner in my family, guys. I looked up and I was $20,000 in debt personal and $20,000 in debt business. Can somebody drop in the chat that that's a major problem? So many people spend on their credit cards, y'all, and we don't even know that it's an issue. And I remember my salon owner coming to me and sharing with me that actually he had remodeled the building and the rent was going to go up $800. So I was now going to have to start paying $2,800 that I did not have. I was struggling, praying, asking God, what was I going to do? I went to my prayer closet, sticky notes everywhere, and I came across Miss Jasmine's Baker page, and it was just so phenomenal to see someone that who I met in Chicago, as she shared with you guys, at her actual store. And I seen her sell that store, move to Atlanta. I seen her doing all these phenomenal things. And I also seen her, being mentored by millionaires. So once I reached out to her and she told me about this phenomenal opportunity, that is when my life completely changed, y'all. When I got into this company, I have been able to pay back $40,000 in debt. When I started, my credit score was a 600. I now have an 816 credit score, guys. And not only that, I have over $350,000 in business credit and credit lines. Can somebody drop in the chat? He will do it. Won't God do it? So I am here and excited to share with you guys about this opportunity that has changed my life and help you guys invest in your future, okay? Because money grows where you plant it, all right? So you need to choose your soil wisely, just like I did, okay? So let's go ahead and get into what changed my life, guys. What changed my life is the digital shift, right? Not just selling wigs and inventory and buying $20,000 worth of wigs and having that inventory sit there, right? I got into the actual digital products, right? Welcome to the digital economy. No more inventory, guys. When I was able to get rid of those wigs and start selling the digital products, it actually changed my life because I didn't have to ship. And there was actually no overhead. It was just results, commission, and people receiving real impact from some of the things that we do. Can we drop some fires in the chat for digital shift, right? I don't know if you guys know, but by 2050, the digital product industry is going to be $1 billion industry. So the time is now to get into this industry and to learn all about it, right? So what do we do, guys? Let me tell you what we offer. We offer everything digital, DIY credit repair, right? Services, business credit builder suites. We offer digital loan applications for personal and business. And y'all, I love to call myself the grant queen. So when I found out that we had an actual grant engine where we can search up grants every single month, I knew it was a win-win. And then we also have a affiliate marketing opportunity where you guys can learn to make money with us. And we have digital will and estate planning, guys. Okay. So this is everything that we do. So we're gonna get into the credit, right? Drop a one in the chat if you know anybody right now that you can think of that can, and maybe it's yourself, that can utilize repairing their credit, right? Because we know in the Black and Brown community, these things are not often talked about. But what we have that can potentially change everyone's life around you and yours, and also change mine, is two credit services that are phenomenal. One of the ones that I absolutely love is called MyNove Disputes. It is our AI, artificial intelligence dispute manager. Is only $199 and it's $99 a month, guys. This is so cool because it's going to generate the letters for your clients. All your clients are going to have to do is click a few buttons and send it off. I've been seeing car repossessions, evictions, late payments getting deleted in less than 30 days, okay? And then we also have the fee $6.99 upfront for those individuals who do not want a monthly payment. All right. And then we have credit likes over here, which is super awesome. With My Nove disputes, you will have to mail out your own letters. But also with credit likes, we have some people like nurse practitioners or maybe individuals who's working 16 hours a day that necessarily can't mail out their letters. Well, Credit Likes is awesome because we have a staff that will do all of the work for us and for our clients, right? They're going to get everything that they need for $239 and just $99 a month. It includes an online budgeting tool. They will get their monthly full 3 bureaus, utilization manager, identity and theft protection, okay? Also, a privacy scanner and $1 million in fraud insurance, guys. And I don't know if you know, but that is super important to have in today's day and age where there are many scammers out here. All right. Let's get into the next slide. So, this is one of my favorite things that we offer here, guys. Being in business, I necessarily didn't have my business credit built, right? I was using my personal credit. I was unaware that I can grow my business credit to 350,000 plus dollars because I didn't have the mentorship and the leadership. Well, we offer that because the secret to a successful business is business credit. Right now, I was able to purchase a Range Rover underneath my business name. So it's not tied to my personal. And those are some of the things that you can help yourself with and also your clients, right? 46% of small businesses use personal credit cards, right? Which actually hinders the business owners and business chance of success. Just like me, there was no way that I was able to get out of debt by using my personal credit, right? So let me tell you what we have. We have a business credit suite. It's $24.95, guys. It is a one-time payment. It includes personal AI software, and also you're going to get your own business credit advisor that's going to help you. This mentorship package is over $10,000 in value, guys. So we're going to help you build that business all the way up, and you are going to walk away with 50,000 at the minimum in funding, and this is a guarantee. Can somebody drop in the chat guarantee funding? Because I don't know many programs that you are enrolling for business credit and they're actually guaranteeing you, okay? And we're going to keep working until we get you 50K and even more. All right? Let's move on. So now we're going to talk about how high value equals high commissions. All right. Y'all see this beautiful G-Wagon on this slide. So many people, this is their dream car, right? So many people envision these high-end cars, but you can't do that without putting in the work. We know that faith without works is dead, right? So every product is real that we have is needed and is used daily by your ideal clients, right? You will get paid to offer these digital products, credit repair that actually works, right? Too many times we hear those stories of individuals who's like, I paid someone to do my credit and I haven't heard from them. Well, now we have the AI software where your client is involved and we are seeing real results, right? Business credit that actually gets you funding, personal loans with instant decision making. Your clients are going to be able to find out instantly if they were approved, tax and legal tools without the law firm pricing. Can somebody drop in the chat? We have a win. This is a major win. Okay, guys. So now I want to get into this next amazing queen who is so selfless, guys. This is one of my mentees, Miss Triana, the business Barbie. She is a serial entrepreneur, guys. Triana is a sales director here in this company. She is a business consultant, a strategist, a personal and business credit educator. Okay, this queen is so educated. I love when she hops on Zooms and share all of the credit tips that she knows. Okay, she is a vehicle broker, fix and flip investor. And not only that, guys, she is a business credit mentor and coach. And I am honored to bring her up so you guys can just get some of the gems from this queen. So, Miss Tree, are you here?
I am. Thank you, Mika. I really appreciate that introduction. And I just would like to give it back to you for just being a wonderful mentor to me, for being a wonderful leader, for showing up and serving us all the time, and just being so knowledgeable and helping us in so many ways. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Hey guys, how are you guys this evening? Thank you so much for joining us. Like Jasmine said, it's a Friday and you guys can be anywhere We're not going to be in here long. We just wanted to get this information to you all. So I'm going to hop right in. I'm going to give just a quick story about myself. Like Mika said, my name is Tree. I go by the Business Barbie. That's my brand. Most people know me as the Business Barbie. I'm a double platinum sales director here at this phenomenal company that we're about to tell you guys more about. Like she said, I'm a business strategist, credit educator, and I also day trade in the stock market, which I really enjoy doing. I am passionate about showing people how to not just repair their credit, but leverage it to access funding, build multiple streams of income, and even create real financial freedom, okay? So I'm ready for the next slide. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and talk about real people, real results. So if you take a look at the slide, these are some of the clients that we have been able to help. If you look, we've helped with student loans, with charge-offs, with collections, with child support. You see here, we got somebody $100,000 almost in child support removed. We also had another client that's not on the slide, but we got almost $250,000 worth of child support removed off of his credit. So we're just out here helping so many people remove these negative items, and we want to help you guys as well. So like I said, these are real results from real people, just showing you guys that we've removed some of these things. This is why I always say that credit is the foundation. Once you get this part right, doors start opening that most people don't even know exist. So next I want to talk about, again, some of the results that we have been able to get some of our clients. So these are actually some funding clients that we have been able to help. So if you look here, the first one, we had a client that we were actually able to help get them a loan for $104,000. We have another one, we were able to help get $123,000 for them. And then another client, $304,500 in business funding. And then if you look at the bottom, this is actually a screenshot from a personal client of mine. And I'm going to get into that now. So one of my clients got approved for $90,000 with SoFi. Now here's the part nobody teaches you, okay, guys? And I'm about to show you all how you can literally take your business funding and make it work for you. So if you're ready for me to drop these gems for you guys, go ahead and drop some money bags in the chat for me really quick. I just want to see how many of you guys are ready to see how you can literally take your business funding and just maximize it and take yourself to the next level. So if you look at the screen, you'll see the terms. The monthly payment is about $2,120 a month. Most people would get that money and they would celebrate. They would start spending, but that's a setup for failure, and we do not want you to do that, okay, guys? So here's the play. What I would have you do when you get any amount of funding, we're just specifically going to work with this one right now since we have this one up. You're going to take the first 6 months of payments. That's roughly $12,720 total, and you're going to put it in a separate account, okay, guys? And you're going to put it in a separate account. You're going to put those payments on auto pay, so you don't even have to think about it. Now, let me tell you what that does. It gives you 6 months of breathing room. You don't have to stress about making payments. You don't have to worry about late fees. Your credit stays protected, and you stay in good standing with the lender. And that leaves you about $77,000 that you can actually use to grow and fund your business, whether that's building out your brand, buying inventory, marketing, real estate, trading, whatever lane that you're in. That's how you flip funding into freedom. You don't just get the money, you put a system in place so that the money works for you, okay? Now we're going to talk about income streams. So as you know, most millionaires have more than one income stream. They have about 7, okay? And we're going to get into some of those today. So like I said, we're not going to just show you why this matters, because credit and funding are just the tools. The real goal is to build multiple streams of income, right? So millionaires on average has at least 7. So I'm going to break down a few of those. The first one is earned income. This is your job or your 9 to 5. Nothing wrong with that, but this can't be your only stream, because if your job goes away, so does your income. And that's a huge problem, right? So, and I'm pretty sure somebody at one point of our lives, we've been through that before, where, you know, we were fired or we were laid off, you know, unexpectedly. It's not a great situation to be in, okay? So now the next one I want to get into is profit income. That's buying and selling. Okay, this could be a multitude of things like e-commerce, flipping products, running a boutique, or even buying cars wholesale and selling them, which is something that I do, like Mika had mentioned as well. I've been a wholesale dealer for about 21 years now. And then the next one I wanted to get into is interest income. So this is when your money works for you by lending it, okay? It could be peer-to-peer lending, it could be private lending, or even just earn interest on strategic accounts. So that's like having a SoFi account, which we're partnered with them. So you can actually put your money into an account with SoFi, a saving account where you're getting, I think it's 4.5% interest on your money. So that's also an option as well. The next stream of income that I want to discuss is residual income, which is my favorite. That's probably all of our favorites on this call. So this is money that continues to come in after the work is done. For example, credit repair clients paying monthly, affiliate commissions, or subscription services. Next, want to get into dividend income. So this is stock money. When you own shares in a company and they pay you, a cut of that profit, that's called dividend income. It's a quiet wealth builder that most people overlook. The next one I want to discuss is rental income. So rental income, you can actually own property and rent it out. This is another thing that I have, had some success with in my life. Flipping properties, also renting properties out. It's very good money in there. So whether it's a house, it's an Airbnb, it's a commercial space, this is one of the fastest ways to create generational wealth, guys. Then the next one I wanted to speak on is capital gains. So this is when your assets increase in value. That could be real estate, flipping, like I said, stocks, or even businesses that you've built and then later sold. So the last one that I want to speak about is royalty income. So this is when people pay you for your ideas. It could be a book, an ebook, a song, a digital product, or even licensing out a brand. That's income that can pay you for life over and over again. So again, when I say funding matters, it's because funding is the fuel to get you into these lanes. One income stream keeps you surviving, but multiple income stream gives you freedom, okay? And then I think that's the last slide for me, but I just want to, before I introduce the next speaker, close, and I just want to tell you guys that I teach this because I believe it. I've helped clients secure 6 figures in funding. I've flipped real estate. I've traded in the stock market. I've built businesses, all because I stopped letting money control me and I learned how to control the money. Okay, guys, that is so important. And that's what I want for you as well. Not just good credit, not just the loan, but the strategy and the discipline to turn that into wealth. So lock in for this next speaker, guys. Make sure you're ready to take notes, because when you understand money, you don't chase opportunities, opportunities chase you. Okay? So now, without further ado, I want to bring up the next speaker, Jasmine Baker. She is a powerhouse in the financial industry, guys, a financial consultant, a credit mentor, and business funding coach who has transformed countless lives by helping people repair their credit, build business credit, secure funding to start and scale their businesses. She is also known as a servant leader. She travels the world teaching financial literacy and showing others how to create a lifestyle of abundance, guys, okay? Before dominating the finance and business credit world, Jasmine was a professional hairstylist, showing her creativity and drive for excellence. She's also a proud Airbnb superhost, building wealth through smart real estate plays while offering high-end hospitality experiences. Her mission is simple yet powerful: to serve, build, and break generational curses, person by person. Jasmine Baker is proof that when you combine passion, mentorship, and discipline, you don't change your own life, you change communities, okay? And tonight, I get the honor of bringing her up, one of my mentors and business partners, to this digital masterclass. Can you all please help me bring Jasmine Baker? Drop some money bags in the chat for Jasmine Baker, guys. Jasmine, are you there?
I am here. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Listen, y'all. Drop some fire in the chat if you guys just got game from Triana, the business Barbie, y'all. Because The information that she just shared with us, y'all, that alone was $1 million information. And if you guys take that information and implement it into your life, trust me, y'all, your life is going to change. Okay. So I want to give you guys a little bit of my backstory for you guys who do not know who I am. Again, my name is Jasmine Baker. And listen, y'all, I have been honored to get on this call and give you guys the backstory of how I even got into the digital marketing industry, guys. I started as a hairstylist. I never knew that God was going to put this in my path, y'all. I didn't see this for myself. I didn't see this for my life, y'all. And God said, I got other plans for you, y'all. And that's what happens when you just follow what God has put you on a path to do, y'all. Because I thought that being a hairstylist was going to be my forever. And I got introduced to this industry, y'all, and I took off with it, right? So I want you guys to understand you don't have to know everything about what you're doing, right? All you have to do is be open and be coachable, right? As long as you have coachability and you're willing to follow the leader, right? You're really willing to copy the right cat, then you can gain the same knowledge. You can gain the same freedom that myself and the two ladies before me have gained, right? So, as you guys know, I'm from Chicago, Illinois, y'all. I got started in this industry 2.5 years ago. And one of the things that I struggle with, y'all, and this is what a lot of us struggle with, whether we want to admit it or not, is bad credit, y'all. My credit was terrible, okay? I couldn't get an apartment in my name. I had to use CPNs, y'all. Every time I wanted to move, I had to look around who can give me a CPN because every time I applied for an apartment, I would get denied. I had an eviction in my name from back when I was fresh out of high school, and y'all know those evictions follow you, right? Not only that, me having a business, y'all, I was not able to invest in my business like I wanted to because every dollar that I made, I had to put it back into the business. What a lot of us don't understand, no matter how great you doing your business, if you're constantly using your own money, you're going to be stuck. You're going to be stuck. And that's exactly where I was, y'all. I was stuck. It got so bad that I could no longer invest into my business because I had to choose paying my rent or paying my rent at the shop, right? I don't want you guys to be in that same predicament. So that's why on this call, we are going to give you guys the tools that we use, the knowledge that we use, the programs that we use to set ourselves free financially, y'all. Okay. So let me get into this presentation. All right, y'all. So listen, let's talk money, okay? Let's just talk money. 4 different ways that you can make money selling digital products, y'all, within this company. Number one, we got team overrides. That's when you bring in a team, just like I brought in Miss Meek Mill, just like Miss Meek Mill brought in Triana, right? And then you guys are going to hear from 2 more ladies that I was able to share this opportunity with. They became financially free. I made money when they made money, y'all. That's called a team override. Number two, we got rank bonuses. So as you guys know, I've leveled up to a senior sales director in this amazing company. And now I get a $10,000 residual bonus no matter what every month, y'all. Drop a fire in the chat for rank bonuses, y'all, because being able to get paid in your sleep for work that you've already done is just amazing, right? Then we got passive residuals. Those are things, money that we make even when we're sleeping, y'all. How many of you guys that's already in the company have woke up to a check and you like, I don't even know what this check is for? That was me the other day, y'all, because y'all know the 15th was also a Thursday. So not only did we get our residual bonus, but we got our check for the week and we got our funding checks. So those are passive residuals, y'all. That's making money in our sleep, right? And number four, your link that can pay you daily. Every time you send that link to someone and they enroll, you get paid. All you need is traffic and trust. All right. So let's talk about real money, y'all. And we got to update this slide, okay? Because as y'all can see, it hasn't been updated from May. But to date, y'all, I was just looking at my back office. Your girl has made over $280,000 since I've said yes to this amazing opportunity, y'all. Okay? Over $130,000 this year that I've made since saying yes to this phenomenal company, right? Then we got to the right, y'all. This is Miss Meek Mill's earnings, who I brought in, right? Who I told about this phenomenal movement. And she been able to make over $100,000 this year doing the same thing that I'm doing, y'all. So when you share this opportunity with other people, not only do you make money, but you put them in a position to make money as well. All right. So let's talk about this residual income and these bonuses, y'all. Not only do Nove pays me residual bonus, monthly, weekly commissions, but y'all, they pay our car note. Somebody drop car note in the chat, y'all. What job? Just hear me out for a second before y'all think that this is some type of gimmick or we sell. What job is going to pay your car note, y'all? Name one job somebody ever works that actually pays their car note for the work that they've put in, y'all. Nove actually pays our car note. Y'all, I got a level 1 car bonus for becoming a senior sales director in this phenomenal movement. Miss Meek Mill got a level 1 car bonus for coming a senior sales director in this phenomenal movement. Alexis Clark, who you guys are going to hear from soon, had a car bonus for serving and helping her community, the things that she was going to do anyway. Miss Kanesha Monet, who you guys are about to hear from next, y'all, she got a car bonus. Oh, but that's not it, y'all. My phenomenal mentor, Mr. Joe Gathens, has a level 3 car bonus, y'all. His car bonus is $1,500 a month. Can y'all imagine having a $1,500 car bonus just for serving, just for helping, just for being selfless, just for saying yes to an opportunity, right? Listen, you are not poor, okay? Poor just means passing over opportunities repeatedly. How many opportunities has you passed up on because you felt like, oh, I'm not going to be able to do it. Oh, it's so different. I'm just used to doing this. That's poor because you're constantly passing over opportunities. You have to understand when God aligns you with something, when he puts something in your path more than once, he's trying to show you something. He's trying to tell you something, y'all. If none of us right here on this slide would have said yes to this opportunity, we would not have these car bonuses. We would not be earning over $100,000 a year sitting at home. All of us right now who on this Zoom talking to y'all, we are at home in our home offices, okay? So Nove puts you in position, y'all. So listen, we want to mentor you. Drop mentor in the chat if you need a mentor. If you've been looking for somebody to help you fix your credit, if you've been looking for somebody to help you get in position, if you've been looking for somebody to help you put your car in your business name, if you've been looking for somebody to help you get your business credit together, if you've been looking for somebody to help you get in position so you can get funding, to help you structure your LLC, drop mentor in the chat, y'all. Let me see it, okay? We got proven success strategies, right? We got accountability and support. We got access to valuable networks, personal and professional growth, which is going to help you get faster results, right? Because a mentor is a cheat code, y'all. A mentor is a cheat code. So listen, don't just take it from me. I want to bring up someone who I actually met on Facebook, y'all. A lot of y'all scrolling on Facebook every single day, not knowing that you can meet somebody today that can change your life tomorrow, right? Because without me connecting with these queens, I couldn't be in a position that I'm in today, y'all. So when I met this queen, Kanesha Monet, over a year and a half ago, y'all, she had just got laid off. She gonna tell y'all all about it. She was going through some financial problems, but she said yes to this phenomenal opportunity after I told her what it did for me. And listen, this queen is a powerhouse. She is a serial entrepreneur. She's an interior designer. She's a real estate investor. She has her own luxury car concierge, y'all. This queen is from California, okay? California. knows how to party. Y'all remember that song? I love that song. But listen, this queen is from Cali, okay? She is repping the Bay Area. I personally never been to the Bay Area, but I know she gonna take me one day, and I can't wait. All right. She's a senior sales director, triple platinum in Nove. She's a phenomenal friend, business partner, and she's about to come tell you guys all how Nove helps her change her life. So, Monet, are you there, Queen?
Hey y'all, I'm here. Can you see me?
Yes, I can.
Awesome. Thank you for that amazing introduction, Jazz. I want to give it back to you and all the women who spoke before me. They have all played a big part in my success when it comes to this company, when it comes to life, when it comes to sisterhood. We definitely hold each other accountable. And I'm so thankful to be sharing this platform with each and every last one of y'all. All right. So yes, I am from Cali. I love that. Heavy on the Cali, Jazz. Heavy on the Cali. I'm from California and I moved to Atlanta because I seen a lot of opportunity here. I seen a lot of people who were owning businesses, driving nice cars, living in big homes, and I know I needed to get around those people. I needed the sauce. I needed somebody to put me on like Jazz did, all right? Because I needed to learn more about businesses. So I moved to Atlanta with some savings, a dream, and a hope. And I opened up a design studio. And I didn't know anything about business funding. I had never had a business card. I had never took advantage of taxes when it came to deductions and things of that nature. I had no clue about any of that. I was using my own money. Every time I made money within my business, I put it right back in the business. I had absolutely no breathing room. So within a year and a half, I had to close the doors to my design studio. I didn't know what I was going to do, but I did know that I had a degree. So I used that degree and I went back to the only thing that I knew, which was a 9 to 5. I got a 9 to 5. I worked that job and I wanted to climb this corporate ladder. I had goals. I was making good money. I thought that I was going to retire with this company, right? And after 5 years, they laid me off. I was depressed. I was sad. I gained a bunch of weight. I didn't know what I was going to do. And then I was hanging out with Jasmine, and Jasmine, I seen her leveling up, y'all. I seen her get a Range Rover in business name, buy a house, do all this stuff. I'm like, this girl is leveling up. Put me on. And that's exactly what she did. She put me on to this amazing company that I'm going to tell you guys a little bit more about. All right. And when I started this process, y'all, I did not have good credit. I didn't know anything about credit. I sabotaged myself a bunch. And it's not that complicated. All you need is a phone and a link. We're going to set you up. You're going to have marketing tools. You're going to have a back office, an affiliate link, a digital store. You guys, if any of you guys are business owners on here, you know that all this stuff costs a lot of money. It's a lot of overhead to have a website, inventory, all these things, a storefront. It is expensive. With us, all you need is a phone and a link. We're going to set you up. You're going to get weekly commission payouts, right? So you do the work and you're going to get paid. You're going to get free training, right? And mentorship. So you don't have to be an expert. We're going to teach you, give you the blueprint. One thing about a mentor, they're going to help you to not make the same mistakes that they did. I didn't know anything about a mentor, guys, before I got into this industry. And a mentor is definitely a cheat code. They're going to help you tremendously. And then you can also co-brand and white label this company as well. All right. And like I said, even with the trainings, if you guys aren't able to we have trainings all week long. If you're not able to get on the trainings, we also have that back office where you can look at the trainings at any time. Hundreds of videos that you can literally sign into in your back office and watch trainings whenever it's convenient for you, right? So we are a referral agent. That's who we are. We refer people to a service. We're jumping onto a multi-million-dollar platform, right? How many people can say that they're a part of a multi-million-dollar industry, right? Where they're able to offer services, leverage and use that opportunity to make thousands of dollars. We offer credit repair, and all types of different softwares. We offer business funding. We offer business credit, payday loans. We help people refinance their home, their car. We have over 15 different services to help everybody when it comes to financial freedom, when it comes to building a business from start to finish. I was somebody who needed business funding. I wanted the opportunity to grow my businesses, right? So now that I was laid off from my 9 to 5, and I'm sure Jazz is working on that slide getting up here. I'll just tell you guys, when I got into this industry, I had to find a way to build my businesses. I had to find a way to leverage credit and get business funding so that I had some safety net. Because remember, I was used to having my 9 to 5 money to kind of guide my businesses. Now I was a full-on, full-time entrepreneur, right? So being able to get $75,000 credit cards, being able to grow my businesses to 6+ figures, gave me leverage and the opportunity to open up to more and more things, right? We got to use credit and use that to make more money. That's what credit is all about, guys. We use credit, invest in things, and we're able to make more money. So as a referral agent, right, you're able to use these different resources, these different platforms, and you're able to refer someone. Novea is going to do all the work for you, right? And then, bam, you're going to get paid just by referring someone, just by plugging them in. You are the ultimate plug, right? Again, we have will trust, right? Because we want to leave behind wills and not bills for our children. We want to leave generational wealth. All right. So who needs this? Everybody needs this. Everybody needs credit and money. Okay. This is a Wi-Fi business. Everything is digital. You can do this. Like she said, we're all at home in our offices. We do this from our home. We travel the world and we make money. We show people how to do the same thing. You're going to get online coaches and creators. So this is for people who maybe had a 9 to 5 and they want out. They want something different. They want to be risk takers. This is for someone who wants to build financial freedom for their family. Somebody who wants to learn about how to help other people, right? What services, what can you offer them? This is entrepreneurs, small business owners, anyone who wants residual income, right? Anyone who wants to be financially free. This is for you. And if you've been looking for a sign and you've been looking for a community of people to join and people to help, this is for you. They say if you hang around 5 millionaires, you're going to be the 6th. And if you hang around 5 poor, broke people, then you're going to be the next one, right? So I so appreciate you all being here on this Friday. And I want to give it to Alexis. I want to turn it over to Miss Alexis Clark, my sis, my business bestie. She is phenomenal. She's killing it in this game as a regional sales director. She's a devoted mother of 3, y'all, and looks amazing, okay? She's a retired Navy veteran. She has a bachelor's degree in business, wealth and mindset coach, licensed nurse, visionary, CEO, tax professional. She does so much, and she does so much for us as well. So Miss Alexis Clark, are you there, Queen?
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Monet. I appreciate that amazing introduction. Let me give it back to you because you was dropping them gems about credit. And one thing I do know for sure, Monet, is I have watched you take whatever score you had, because I don't know what you had at first, but I saw when you dropped that thing about that 800, I said, look at my girl. You talking about Jazz was leveling up. You were leveling up too, sis. So I just want to give it back to you for being a phenomenal servant leader like you are. And I want to give it back to all of my sisters that came before me, because you guys, every last one of these women just gave you the game. If you don't understand by now how important credit is in positioning yourself for funding and positioning yourself for freedom, then you haven't been taking notes, right? So again, my name is Alexis Clark. I want to thank you all for being here today. And I'm going to just jump right into this so we can wrap this up for you guys. So as someone I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of background about me. As someone who's been through it, I know exactly what it looks like to be looking like you got it together, but it be all in shambles on the inside, right? I'm a woman who built her life over again after heartbreak, after being walked out on. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, actually, my ex-husband got up and he walked out and left our family. After that marriage began to end, it fell all apart, you guys. I was in shambles. I started overcompensating, and I looked up and I was $30,000 in debt with a 433 credit score. 433, you guys. And I'm looking at my kids, they looking at me, we like, what's next? I didn't have a backup plan. So I had no choice but to become my backup plan. Somebody say, I gotta be the backup plan, right? Somebody say, I'm the plan B in the chat, because that's what I had to be. I got introduced to this opportunity by Jasmine Baker, who spoke to us earlier. This woman introduced me to the opportunity that changed everything for me. When I joined, I was just looking for a way to make some extra money so that I could pay off that credit card debt, because I was drowning. You guys understand what it feels like to be $30,000 in credit card debt, and you're paying out $3,000 monthly in minimum payments. And when you look up, you got to use that card again, because after you done gave somebody $3,000 of your money in minimum payments, you got to use that card again. So I was on that hamster wheel. I joined just to pay off that debt. You guys, 16 months after being in this program, I was able to retire myself from the Department of Veteran Affairs. I have 15 years federal service. I gave them the deuces. Somebody say, fire my boss. Who on this call is looking to fire their boss today? You tired of clocking in for somebody else and funding their dreams and helping them become wealthy, and you want to finally live in your own purpose? Because that's what I did. I fired my boss. Not only did I fire my boss, but I was able to take my credit score from the 433 back up to the 700s. I have a daughter who's special needs. She has autism. I'm able to homeschool my baby because of the time freedom that this opportunity provided me. And now I get to teach others how to do the same, how to start their own credit and money franchise, and how to turn their purpose, their pain into their purpose, and their purpose into their profit. Okay, so I'm gonna get right into it. This is digital products, like she said, right? But this is a digital products franchise. You guys drop in the chat some franchises that y'all know about. Chick-fil-A, Subway, Jana King, all of these are franchises, right? But most of those franchises have high startup costs. So what is a franchise? A franchise is a turnkey business model where everything is already set up for you. The systems, the pricing, the branding, they're all established for you. All you do is step in as an owner operator and you serve your clients. So a couple of famous ones are Subway. Subway has $150,000 startup costs. They do have proven success in their household name, though, right? Everybody knows Subway. $5 foot long. Y'all remember that branding? Everybody knows Subway. Chick-fil-A is another turnkey restaurant model franchise. With Chick-fil-A, they have a low startup cost for a restaurant. It's $10,000. But Chick-fil-A gonna make sure all your boxes are checked before they let you franchise with them. Baby, you're not going up in Chick-fil-A if you ever filed bankruptcy. So I'm gonna tell you right now, anybody that filed bankruptcy don't even think of opening up a Chick-fil-A, because they're not working with you. They're going to look at your social media to make sure your character aligns with their beliefs, right? But we understand that everybody has a past. We understand that everybody needs a fresh start. Nove literally stands for new beginnings. We understand that everybody needs a new beginning. So Nove is the same, though. We have a low startup cost compared to traditional franchises. No need to create the products or the systems or the pricing. Like Meek Mill told you already earlier about, those products and services are already created for you. Everything is already set. The pricing is already set. You just come in and start working it. You have a built-in support system, training and marketing, and you're going to just bring your character, your values, and your work ethic, and the rest is already done for you. So I want you to ask yourself these couple of questions. Do I want to operate my own digital product franchise? Do I have passion for financial literacy, creating income, and making an impact in my community? Do I see the value of having my own franchise brand that I can run from anywhere? Because you guys, we work our businesses from anywhere. We don't have to be at the storefront at Chick-fil-A. We get to be on the beach in Maui while we work in our business, running our digital product franchise. And ask yourself, do I want to be the credit and money plug? Because if the answer is yes to that, then you are going to be the ultimate plug. You're not going to be selling chicken nuggets and footlongs, though. You're going to be selling a transformation, you guys. That's the difference between us and most services, right? Because we know that Amazon has an affiliate program, right? We know that Walmart and Best Buy all have affiliate programs. We've all been referring people to services all the time that they're already using, like hair salons, car dealerships that we shop at, different things. But with this, you're going to be selling a transformation. You're going to sell credit, capital, cash flow, and confidence. All you need is your phone and you can make a living. You don't have to do anything else but have your phone, some time, some traffic, some trust, like Jasmine said, and you can do this while you live in your life. We're not trying to change what you're already doing. We're trying to help you add to your streams of income. You say you want to be a millionaire, right? Let us help you. So listen, I know you guys are wondering, like, how do I secure my franchise? How do I make this happen for me? So we have two different packages right here, right? So you can be a digital essentials. You say, well, you know what? I loved everything I heard and I would love to operate my own digital franchise. This is what I want. I want to be able to offer the services only. If that's you, you're going to do digital essentials. That's direct sales only. It's $199 to get started and $49 per month. With that, you're going to get member discounts, cash back on travel and shopping. You're going to get your own website, novemoney.com, that has your unique affiliate links already attached to it. You're going to get ongoing financial education, Nove Learn, live trainings, marketing tools, branding, income diversification, credit building, business credit training, you name it. And you're going to make up to $3,000 per customer on personal sales only. But if you're a boss, if you're ready to be a digital product boss, baby, like us, because we all digital bosses on here, right? Then you're going to build a digital empire. With this digital empire, you're going to get everything included in digital essentials, right? But you're going to also get that free DIY credit repair software that Meek Mill talked about. That software changed a lot of our lives. Personally, I was able to have over 62 items deleted off my credit. You guys, that's how I went from that 433 back up to the 700s in 8 months from using that DIY software. You're going to get that included. You're also going to unlock the credit monitoring. You're going to unlock those qualified affiliate bonuses. You're going, when you help another franchise owner start their franchise, you're going to make those team overrides, that rank-based residual that Jasmine talked about, those monthly car bonuses. Because like Jasmine said, I worked plenty of jobs, served in the military too, you guys, and I've never had anybody that paid my car note or my mortgage for me outside of my salary. Never. If y'all had, I will wait because I've never seen it. But here you're going to be able to unlock those bonuses where you can have your car paid and your mortgage paid for you. So again, with this, you're going to be paying $349 to start your digital empire. It's $349 to get started and $99 per month. But the beautiful thing about that is when you help just 5 people either decide that they're ready to take a step on their credit journey, or you help another person decide that they want to launch their own digital franchise, you're going to be able to waive that $99 monthly fee. So now you have a free business with no overhead. And we know even a lemonade stand got overhead, you guys. A lemonade stand has lemons, cups, water, ice, straws. You need your little stand outside, all kinds of things, right? But with this, you're going to be able to secure the bag. You're going to be able to do it from your phone. And now you don't even have any overhead on top of that. Your website covered, your links covered, everything is covered just for you helping 5 people secure their own digital franchise or start their own credit services, right? And with this, it's a tax deduction. So anytime you have a home-based business, you guys, you get to write that stuff off on your taxes. Okay. We also take a portion of the proceeds for your enrollment fee and we give it to Nove Cares, which is our nonprofit organization that helps underserved communities and schools. So you guys, you're not going to just be helping yourself. You're not going to just be the plug in your community. You're going to also be the plug nationwide, because once you help them, you helping everybody. Okay. So I want to thank you guys so much. Listen, if you are on this call today and you're like, you know what? I'm a number 1. I got some questions. I like everything I heard. I want you to text the number 1 to the person that invited you. If you're number 2, like, you know what? I need the credit services. I want the credit services. I want you to text the number 2 to the person that invited you. Or you need funding, or you need an LLC, text the number 2. But if you like all of us and you like, you know what? I'm ready to be a digital boss today. I'm ready to launch my digital franchise today. Stay on this call. because we want to get you started today in your digital franchise, okay? And not only are we going to do that, when you provide your meaningful feedback, that means tell us what you truly think. We're going to give you a vacation on us, 3 days, 2 nights, because we know if you're working a 9 to 5, baby, you need a vacation. So stay on the call if you're ready to launch your digital franchise. Number two, if you need a credit service, a LLC or something. And a number one, if you just got some questions you need to get answered before you get started. We love y'all. Thank y'all so much for your time. And let's get y'all launched. You've already been posting for free long enough. It's time to get paid. It's time to turn your content into commissions and become a true digital boss. Let's go.
Let's grow, y'all. Congratulations. It's time to boss up, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but one thing about me, I love that I ain't got to clock in. I can work from home. And I get to work alongside my business besties. And y'all heard from all 4 of them. They are dope, like the dopest women. So it's collaboration over competition, y'all. So if you are ready to get started, y'all, stay on the call, okay? We are going to go ahead and get you guys enrolled, right? You're going to get a free vacation on us, on Nove, because you deserve it. You just started a new $1 million business. Like, what's better than that, y'all? Stay on the call if you are ready to get started. If you have some questions, go ahead and text the person that invited you to this call, a number 1, so we can get those questions asked. And listen, no matter who you enroll under, we are going to be your mentors. We are going to help you guys level up in this business. So thank you guys so much for joining us, and stay on the call if you are ready to get started.